Hello, welcome to Barking Mad, my channel. My name's Trevor. This is vlog 28. Oh, how time flies. Let's roll cinematics and then let's see who you're going to meet this week. Hello, welcome to vlog 28. Let's meet Lily. I met Lily a few weeks ago, and at the time she wasn't actually out for adoption. Who's Lily? Lily's a 4-month-old puppy, Dalmatian crossed with a French bulldog. Apparently it was a Dalmatian that gave birth, thank God. But just stop asking that question that you're asking already, that I've asked. How the hell did that happen? How did that little bulldog get intimate with a Dalmatian? Oh. 10 out of 10 for him. He got there. Anyway, she is lovely. I couldn't put photos up when I met her because she wasn't up for adoption. She was still ward of the inspector and the courts, I believe. Apparently, Lily was found at an address that was investigated by the police, I believe, in Hampshire, but not in this area, quite North Hampshire. And no one at the address owned her. They knew nothing of her. Just seen all the dust on my remote controls. Must do that tomorrow. So, and that's how she became awarded to the inspectors and courts, because they have to wait and try and find who she belongs to, and no one knew. And at that age, it's very adorable. They're getting bigger. She's about the size, a little bit bigger than Toto at the moment, and I expect she's going to grow to be about the size of Dotty. Being Dalmatian, the ark will only be home to the experienced Dalmatian owner. Before Dotty, I had Yoshi, who came from the ark. Excuse me, itchy snitch. That was close. And he was, although he was rescue, he was a pure Dalmatian. He wasn't crossed with anything. Whereas Dotty is Dalmatian cross, and I'm guessing it's Border Collie. That's what I've always been told, and that's what I would imagine, because she has a certain height and temperament of Border Collie. In fact, her temperament is very Border Collie. Everyone's a sheep, and he's rounding up. So I went a few weeks ago and I saw Lily. I couldn't say anything much more at the time. Certainly I wasn't going to put photos up. Last Saturday, the dogs went to meet her individually on the lead. They went for a walk each around the field with her. Dotty went first because Dotty is, I hate to say it, but a bit racist. Which apparently a lot of dogs are these days. They don't read the dark face expression on the other dog. If it's a dark brown or black dog, they don't read that expression until they're so close that the initial meet can be a bit lively, shall we say. Not necessarily aggressive or anything like that, but the dog's on their guard, shall we say. And Dotty did really well. She wasn't that fazed by anything. Lily was jumping all over her, and I think Dotty tried to keep up, bless her. Dotty's 10, that's 70 in dog years. She's quite an elderly lady. But she did very well. I was very, very pleased with her. She told Lily off once, and Lily did the right reaction. She submitted and went on her back, which is good. If Lily had had the same reaction back to Dotty, we'd have most probably had to see if that happened again, and if it did, then it would have been a no-no to go any further. But Lily submitted, great reaction. Toto, I then brought Dotty home, took Toto to go and meet Lily. He really didn't give her monkeys. He normally says hello quite enthusiastically to dogs, sniffs every bit that he can, and then he runs back to me. He had a little sniff, and then was just walking. I was like, oh, I'm going to play it, I'll just sniff you, darling. And that was it. And I wasn't really that fazed, which I like to think is a good thing. So on Thursday, which will be in the next vlog, they're going to meet individually again, but off the lead, which I think will produce the true reaction. Leads, I feel a dog, especially if it's the owner, like Dotty to me and Toto to me, they get a little bit protective as you're holding the lead. A little bit, an extending one goes up to 33 foot, but they get a bit protective. So this will be rather good on Thursday. But it went extremely well. I put the videos that I took 4 little videos, 3 of Dotty, 1 of Toto, because there really wasn't much to film of Toto and Lily. And put them to individual bits of music, which we'll be showing you, and I'll be showing you as the video progresses. So here we go. This is this week's, just the interesting bits. First of all, Marilyn, then Lily, and then we'll round it all up.
Oh, hang on, go.
Hello. I've just been out with Trevor on one of his thingies. What are they? What are they, Trevor?
Blocks.
Blocks. And we went to a really, really lovely house of electric gates and a Bentley in the driveway. Oh, so my type of people, I can tell you. And then we had luncheon in a gorgeous cafe in Emsworth. Yes, super day.
What a life, eh?
what a life.
life.
Yes.
And
anyway,
now,
to all my fans out there, Simon,
Tony,
Terry. And Terry, hi.
In Stanley Park in Gospel, isn't that just stunning? What a great idea on a dead tree. And next to the pet cemetery of years gone by. Bless him. Good morning! And welcome to Suspense Saturday. Done a block this morning and had lunch, and now Dotty's just had a walk down the beach to burn off that initial excess. Now we're going from the beach to the Ark, Stubbington Ark, the RSPCA Solent branch, where Dotty is going to meet Lily. Got that for about half an hour, come away, Dotty home, Toto straight to the Ark to meet Lily. And we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Come along. Let's go play with the doggies. So there we go, that rounds it up for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put a little challenge out to you. Not so much a challenge actually, a little help request. Assuming everything's going to go through fine. And to be honest, you know, the Ark approached me, would I be interested? I wasn't really looking, but yes, thinking about it, it would all fit in quite well in life. Lily is a lovely little name. It's a name they've given to her. It's not a name she had from birth. Now, Dotty and Toto are both names from, if you hadn't guessed it, the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, Dotty. And that was the name that Dotty had in the first place. And Toto, obviously, Dorothy's little dog. Now we've got Lily coming into the house, hopefully all being well. And it would be rather nice to keep in the same theme of things. So here's a few things that have been mentioned to me. A very good friend mentioned the name Glinda, Glinda. That is apparently the name of the good witch in The Wizard of Oz, which all fits in, nice temperament, nice everything. Glinda though, I don't want the name to sound like Dotty, and I don't want it to sound like Toto. So something like Lottie or Jotty, no. Or Yo-Yo or Jojo, no. The dogs can't differentiate from one to the other. If it sounds like it, they're being called. So Glinda does fit into that aspect of things. I then had a little look into things because it just wasn't doing that little gelling thing. It wasn't clicking for me. It does fit all the bill, fit all the requirements, but. And I found that in, I believe, I've not seen the film Wicked, but I believe in the film Wicked there's Princess Ozma, O-Z-M-A, who is the Princess of Oz. So there's Ozma. A bit of a mouthful, a bit strange. And as another dear friend said, why don't you shorten it to Oz, or Ozzy? Yes. Someone else has pointed out Ozzy would be more associated with a male, like Ozzy Osbourne. Getting a bit complicated. Do I have to break from the Wizard of... Pardon me. Do I have to break from the Wizard of Oz theme? Possibly I do. And that's why I'm passing it over to you. I do apologise. Don't know why. Suddenly I've got hiccups. Oh, bloody hell. In comments below, any thoughts, any names, list them. And if it's to do with the Wizard of Oz, or Wicked, because that is associated with Oz, then brilliant. Breaking away from Oz, I had thought of Bam Bam, out of the Flintstones, and I had thought of something else which has totally got out of my head. That's how good it was. But I do rather like the sound of Bam Bam. Oh, that was it. Lola. Because she was a showgirl.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
So it's near Lily, but it's not quite Lily. Lola.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
Good. Nothing to do with Oz. Oz Bam Bam. So your thoughts and suggestions, gladly, please put into comments below. Love to hear them. And on that note, I'm going to thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe, it helps the channel. And give us a thumbs up. Until next week, stay safe, love one another, and be good. Bye.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama, I tell your papa too. I'm gonna let everyone know about my love, so I really hope you love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me too. I'm gonna tell you that I need you. I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I want